Hello, this is a short tutorial guide on how payroll management works on edulink Ghana network. So when you navigate to the human resources, that's the fifth menu on your left. For the last sub menu, you see payroll management. When you click on it, this page is what you're going to see. Now, by default, the system selects the current month with its current year. So you have the option of going ahead and searching, or if you want to sort a particular staff type, maybe you want to first process admin staff payroll before you go on to the teaching staff and non-teaching staff, or you want to do everything together, just go ahead and do all. You can also change the contract type if you want to process full-time workers first before part-time. That is up to you as well. Or if you would also like to view previous process payroll, you can also check it from here. But as I said, it's going to pick the current month and then the current year by default. So you can go ahead and you search it, and that is going to pull out the entire staff and their names, their staff group, their contract type, and their status, whether you have generated the payslip already or you are yet to generate it. Right. Before we come to this back again, I would like to walk you through shortly the payroll tax config. So you'll find that on top here. So there are three tabs here: the payroll, process payroll, payroll report, and payroll tax config. So when you click on payroll tax config, you're going to see the create um, field or form on the left, and then all the tax configs you've created on your right. So the system requires you to fill these four inputs: the minimum amount, the maximum amount, and the percentage to be taxed, and the tax-free amount. Once you create that, it's going to appear here in the config. And you can't create a minimum amount which is already there. So when you are creating, you have to make sure you do so not to conflict with the ones you have. And you have the option of editing after creating it. And if you like to delete it as well, you have the option of deleting it. Right. So now let's move on back to the process payroll. So after clicking the search and you want to process for a staff payroll, go ahead and click generate. And it's going to open the generate payroll page for you. This staff has no amount. So let me go back, pick a different staff that has an amount. So let's use this staff. Right, it has an amount there. So let's say this staff member, there are other allowances we would like to add to the payroll. You can click on add allowance. You give the allowance title. If this is, let's say, weekly weekly classes allowance, maybe the staff member had, let's say, 300 cedis, you can add that as an allowance. If there's any other allowance, you can go ahead and add. If it was a mistake, you can also remove. Also, if there is any deduction, so for instance, if you pay, say, pension, and you've not added it in your payroll config, you can add it here straight. So say pension, and the staff member pays, let's say, 100 cedis for pension. If there is SNIT, you can add it here. If they pay SNIT, say SNIT is 300. The beauty is the system adds it all here for you. So the total earnings of the staff is here, the allowance you added, the deductions, the gross salary. If you've set tax, in this case, there has been tax here, and it tells you the net salary to be issued to the staff. So you go ahead and you click save, and you can see that staff member has been generated here. Now, after generation, you go ahead and you pay it out. So generation is the first step. The second step is to pay it out. So the payout is just going to show you the amount you have generated and the date you are paying out, and you have to select the payment method you use to pay the staff member. So let's say we paid it through cash, we paid it through mobile money, bank transfer, pay stack if that's what you use. In this case, let's say we pay it cash. If there's any note you like to add, you can go ahead and add. If not, just go ahead and save it. Once you save it, it's going to be recorded as part of your expenses for your school. So though the system doesn't handle real-time payment submission, meaning you are not sending it directly from an account, this is for the records keeping. We are still in the process of adding the live processing in it, but for now, this is for record keeping. So after generating and issuing payments, you can go ahead and view the staff payslip, which you can print it if you like to print. If not, the staff themselves, they have on their portal, they should be able to see once you've paid their salary to them. All right, the final thing I'll touch on to end this guide is the payroll report. Again, this shows you the generated payrolls you've generated for the staff, the ones you've paid, the ones you've not paid. So this is like a whole sheet of a payroll for a particular month. So you can print this and file it for auditing purposes. So this shows you all the payroll you've generated, and all the payrolls you've paid and unpaid, and you have everything to your disposal. All right. I hope this guide was helpful. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, especially if you like to have more explanation on how to set the tax config. Reach out to our team and support. We will explain it. If there is something you would like to do, we'll explain how it works further for you. The benefit of using that is you can, once you set them here, you won't have to be adding them as deductions when you are generating the pay slip. It's going to do it automatically for you. But majority of accountants understand this non-taxable allowances and the likes. But if you still need help around this, we are here to help you and support you. All right. Thank you very much, and see you in the next guide.